I want you to understand the concept of negative and positive space. So when you look at an image, you are focusing on either the black or the white, creating an image using that color. So when you're looking at the image that is upon us right now, you may see a candlestick or you may see two faces. The black area in this case is the positive space and the faces are the negative. The reason I mention that is because when you're printmaking, you need to understand the difference between positive and negative space. So in our case, the area that you're going to push down with your wooden stylus will take on negative space. It will become white, leaving the surface of the print block to be the area that will soak up the ink and then lay down black. So think about that when you're pursuing your designing. Welcome to RVA Printmaking with Mrs. Fortin. Tonight we're going to do our first part and second and third part of our printmaking project all in one. Okay, we are choosing kind of a celestial theme. Images are completely up to you. You guys are old enough now where you can choose your own images. I'm not even going to say anything more than that. I just want to throw out there that I would like some sort of an outer space type of space theme. Okay. Fortin wants to talk with her hands a lot tonight. Okay, here we go. So I sent to you, or you received, some ink, probably a smaller tube, or maybe even it was in a bottle, film canister maybe, something like this, ink, black. And then also you should have gotten a block, little foam block, 4x6. This is our printmaking block. This is our main thing. We're going to work off of this, okay? Roller, which is also called a brayer, and then a stick, wooden stylus, fancy toothpick, and then some printmaking paper. Do also get out some newspaper, okay? So we're going to start here in just a second. Okay, we're ready to get started. So you're going to take your print block, and what you're going to do is just start by drawing the image that you want to using your wooden stylus. Now, I want you to spend a lot of time coming up with a great idea. Something that's going to kind of create this visual of the sun, the moon, the stars, some sort of galaxy type of thing, but make sure that you're spending your time really coming up with an idea before you go to this. I'm just going to quick sketch something down so that you can get the idea of the process, but I want you to be much more creative. So come up with an idea on your own that is very celestial, something outer spacey. Okay, that's the only thing I'm going to limit to you. You can do whatever you want as far as the image is concerned, but please spend some time designing that so that you've got a really quality piece. Spend time on this because this is the most important part, okay? I'm not going to spend time on it. Don't do what I do. Do what I'm telling you to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put down, I'm going to make kind of a moon with some craters. I'm going to use the back end of this and kind of make some texture. Remember, keep in mind, this is important, that everything that I'm pushing down now, everything that you see my stylus doing, that is going to end up being white, okay? Because it's not going to get the ink down, okay? So please just try and keep that in mind, that we have that, like, our brains are set to do something, and I just want you to make sure that you're realizing that that's not always the way it is. So we're used to drawing with a pencil, and that's making the black edge. This isn't. We're creating the white edge by drawing, okay? So keep that in mind when you're doing this. Now I'm just creating some craters on the moon. Again, not spending much time on this. I want you to spend a lot of time on it. Coming up with images that'll work, okay? Then, once you've got your block done, you're ready to start printing. Now I already had a little bit of ink on there because I met with the RVA students earlier, so here it is. Sprayer rolling back and forth. Now I didn't put a whole lot of ink on there, and hopefully you're kind of hearing that. Sticky, okay? It should be sticky. So I'm going back and forth, getting an even amount of ink on my roller. Then I'm ready to go ahead and roll the ink over my plate. In this case, it's the foam that I'm using. Now, I want to coat it evenly so you can kind of see. Okay. Now keep this in mind. This is not the artwork. The artwork is the piece of paper that I put it on. Now you should have received some blue printmaking paper. Print goes on top of. So I'm putting down my block, and then I'm putting my print on top. Okay. Now things that you could use: your hands, rub it on there. Okay. Back of a spoon works great. A ladle works great. There is a professional tool called a Baron. Probably don't have one of those lying around, but do what you can with that. And then also I will mention while I'm rubbing this on there, this is just plexiglass that I'm using for an ink slab. You probably may not have that at home just lying around, but regular piece of glass would work. It washes right off. This is water soluble ink. Another thing you could use is even a cookie tray or cookie sheet or something like that. So just as long as it's a smooth surface, that would work just fine. Okay, so I'm ready. I have smoothed that out, and here is my print. Okay, I did a sun one earlier. Okay, so you can kind of see everything that I push in with my pen or pencil, stylus, wooden stylus, is going to make an indent in there. The ink will not go into that area when I use my roller. So hopefully that makes sense. Please take lots of photos of your work and you working, because I like to see that stuff, and then send to me those to my RVA website or to my email, and then I put it on my RVA website. So happy printmaking. Hopefully you have an absolute blast with this. I love this project. Printmaking has been around for a long, long time, and it is certainly a fine art. So have fun, enjoy, and then give me those emails. Thanks.